Hi, I'm Miles.
And I'm JJ. Welcome to WestFest.
This video will show you how to perform one of the activities found in this year's WestFest activity kit. If you do not have a kit, you can go to go.osu.edu/WestFest kit to find the list of needed supplies which you may have lying around the house.
Some of these activities do require your adult supervision for safety. Enjoy the video.
Hi, welcome to the WestFest video about building a solar oven from our activity kit. My name is Wayne Schlingman. I am an astronomer here at Ohio State University. Today we are going to build a solar oven out of our kit box, where we are going to collect light from the sun and use it to heat sweet treats that you might put inside. So first, let's go ahead and open our WestFest kit and take out what's inside. So in our kit, we have our activity booklet, which you can turn to the solar oven page and follow along with the instructions. We also have other activities that we don't necessarily need for our solar oven. So let's go ahead and we're going to take out all of our different pieces and we're going to set them aside for now. So what we will need left will be a glue stick. We're going to need foil. We're going to need a plastic sheet protector and a wooden stick, some black paper, there's some stickers or tape, and then we're going to have some aluminum foil, and then this box. This box is key to us building our solar oven. So the solar oven works because we can collect sunlight and we turn it into heat. The sun's light carries energy, and we want to use that energy in order to heat up something yummy. So visible light, the kind of light that lets you and I see, allows us to see through different types of materials. We can't see through this box, yet if we look through our plastic sheet, which is on this box, we can see through this with visible light, but there are other types of light that may not pass through the different types of materials we are using. And so in this case, infrared light, which is longer than what our eyes can see, does not transfer well through this plastic film, yet the visible light has a much easier time going through it. That allows us to keep some energy in our oven as it is slowly trying to leak back out, but that means the temperature is going to go up, so it's going to get hotter inside of our oven and allow us to cook a yummy treat. So we're going to start by cutting the top of this box. This is where you're going to need a pair of scissors or an adult, and you will need to cut along the lines that have been drawn on the box for you. Do not cut this end. You only need to cut the 3 sides, and this is going to create the flap of our lid. This has already been done for us, and this box has been through a few different experiments. So we cut out this part of the lid, and then your back end will still be sealed with cardboard, whereas I had to tape it because we had cut this off, but it will open like this. So we have the lid of the box, but then we have the flap of our box that can open up and down. Now, once we have the top of our box cut, fold it back like this so you can crease it, so that way we can start to apply foil on this face. So in this case, you're going to want to use your foil, and you will want to set it against this box and then fold it around the edges and then maybe glue it down or tape it. When you are done putting it on the lid or on the flap, go ahead and open your entire box. And let's go ahead and we'll take out our paper in here real quick. And what we want to do is we want to line the inside of our box with foil as well. When we're doing this, we want to make sure the foil is as smooth as possible in order to keep that light concentrated on the inside of our box. Another thing that we can do once we have our foil measured out is to take our individual sheets, and we can use our glue stick to glue them down, or if you want to, tape works just as well. So for now, I'm just going to ignore the fact that this is missing foil. So the next step in putting our box together is to use our sheet protector. We're going to cut the end off of it using those scissors again in order to get rid of the 3-hole side of that sheet protector, so it opens up as a big sheet of plastic like you see here. And then we're going to put it on our box. We're either going to lay it over the top, or we can put it underneath as we have done, and then you're going to tape it onto the top. And you can use the individual red stickers that we provided in the box. You could glue it down if you wanted to, or you can just use regular tape like I've done on this side. This is going to create the lid to our oven. So this is where light and energy from the sun can go in, but then it has a harder time getting back out. And that's going to allow us to heat up the inside of the box. The other thing that we can do, and we can go outside and we can test this out in order to start our oven up, is there's a stick that has been provided that you can use to keep this lid flap up. So that way when the sun's light comes down, it can hit this flap and then bounce into our solar oven. And so you can use that skewer or metal or wooden stick in order to hold the flap where you need to. And you may need some tape in order to put that together as well. So at this point, we should have foil on the flap. We should have foil on the inside of our box on the bottom and all 4 sides of our solar oven. We will also have our plastic sheet protector that we have cut in order to make the lid for our oven. And then the only other pieces that we haven't used is this black paper. Now, this black paper is going to be an experiment that you can do. One of the things we can try is to see whether or not we can get this oven up to a higher temperature. If we put black paper inside the oven so that it absorbs the sun's energy easier, we might be able to get it to a higher temperature. You need to experiment with different materials, maybe adding some insulation from newspaper or something else on the inside of your box in order to hold in heat longer. These are all experiments that you can do to see if you can get it to a higher temperature. So one of the things that we will do, and I will show you how to do this when we go outside, is that we will put some yummy food in here. I recommend s'mores, which is graham crackers, marshmallows, and chocolate. So chocolate melts fairly easily. It'll let us see what's going on, but maybe you have your own favorite snack. We're gonna put our snack inside of our oven, close it up, and then you will align it so that this flap is facing the sun. And that is going to allow that sunlight to hit the flap and well into here, and it's going to make the entire box get warmer. There may be some things that you want to experiment with like taping down the lid, so that way you don't have airflow in and out. There's a lot of things that you can try on your own to experiment with how to make the best solar oven. Maybe you want to build an even bigger oven and use a really large box to gather a lot more light and maybe get a much higher temperature so you can cook different things. There are people who have cooked cookies or even some more advanced ways of cooking even more complex things. So let your imagination run and be safe and experiment. Here is our solar oven. We can see where we have taped our skewer that is holding our lid in place because we want it to not blow away. So you might have to do the same. But inside we have our black paper. You can see that we have aligned the foil so that it is facing the sun and reflecting a lot of light in here. And that is what's going to let it get warm and melt our marshmallows.